it's probably 5 o'clock, maybe. You know, we're running. It's a square building. There are big windows. The machines are right here.
Okay.
A guy comes in a suit, covered, a chemical suit, banging on the window, and he's saying, "Get out! You need to get." We're like, "What the? What? What the hell?" It's like the Twilight. And he's banging on the window. He said, "You got to get out right now." 2 trains that were carrying chemicals had collided in the train depot behind it, and the gases were, it was like, what the hell? It's like a Twilight Zone. And they said, everybody, just get in your cars and get out. And that's what we ran to our cars, got in them, and just drove away. And 2 trains.
And that was it.
It was like the weirdest,
But at the
weirdest
same time,
thing.
wow,
Yeah.
what a strange thing to happen. I got one. You know the turnpike that goes by International Paper? And there's like a gully from the side rail. It goes down, and then it goes up into another hill where the sign is, and then a little bit of a cliff that is International Paper. And then from there, it's a 100, 200 feet to the building. Somebody threw a cigarette out on the highway. Here it comes, people. You can see the smoke coming up the side of the hill. And the guys that run the machines, are out there, got hoses in our hands, and we're ready to pow. Fucking us and the fire department put that puppy out before it came up the hill. Because they did something from the other side, and we held our ground from this side. And we were right there, man. We were ready to, we didn't do nothing. I don't even think we opened up our hoses. But we were right there. It was coming up that hill, and it was ready. Once it hit our place, that was it. It would have been done. We are paper. International Paper.
Yes.
We had paper in the building.
Yeah.
Like a torch. Boom! What is this big mushroom coming off of Putnam? Yeah. I had some strange times at International Paper, Dennis.
Yeah, I've had some weird things happen to me. I was in a bank when it was robbed.
Told me that
Yeah.
one. I like that.
Some of them masks. They came in, it was Halloween. They came in with masks on. Halloween masks. You know, like one looked like Nixon, people don't believe me when I say this, but it was because there's a movie made, The Town is the name of it.
Somebody took that.
I really, really worked in Somerville, Mass, which is right next to Charlestown. And our bank was in Charlestown. And I went there, I snuck out of work at lunch to go cash my check. And I'm waiting, it's crowded, I'm waiting in line. I'm not really thinking, I probably just got high. You know, I'm out of work, I got high, I'm go to the bank, and I'm waiting in line, and 2 people come running through with Halloween. It's Halloween.
Yes!
They have Halloween masks on. I'm not thinking of, one of them jumps over behind where the tellers are, one of them comes in, and one of them stays at the door. Wow. And they start taking, they said, everyone on the ground, so all of us drop. They're getting the money in the bag. A guy stands up. He's an off-duty detective from Charlestown Police Department. Okay. And he says, I'm a detective. You know, put your weapons down, put your guns down, and get on the ground. Whoa. One is behind the counter. Yes. The one at the door runs. He takes off. The one that's in runs to the door, and the detective says, you know, put your gun down now. And the kid's like this. He don't know what to. He said, put your gun down now. Boom. Shoots him in the head. Whoa. That guy falls on the ground. I'm probably 20 feet away. And, you know, he's down and blood is coming out of his head. And the one behind the counter, and the cop is behind a pillar. And he says to the guy that's behind the counter, he said, look at your friend right now. He's dying right now. Do you want to die? And he says, put your gun down right now. And the kid, they're probably 17 years old,
Yeah.
puts the gun down and he stands and he says to one of them, pick the gun up and just put it on the other side of the room.
Yeah.
But one of the tellers that are behind it. And then he says, get down on the ground and stay there right now. And don't move a muscle. And then all the other cops come and...
That's
I tell people that it's... And people don't believe me, but it really, really happened. I really was there, and that happened. And they make that movie, The Town, out of them robbing Charlestown.
Is that what it is?
Charlestown is in the Guinness Book of World Records as the most...
Get the fuck out.
The most bank robbers that are in federal prison come from Charlestown. All they do is rob banks.
Why are you bulging?
And it was like...
Why are you bulging from Charlestown?
And that happened to me. I was in the bank while it was robbed. I didn't do anything except go along with everything. I wasn't like...
You don't
but
care.
that really did happen. It was like, wow.
Dennis.
I get back to work and they're like, where were you? And I said, well, I was in this bank. And they're like, no, really, where the fuck were you? What'd you go out there?
It's an unbelievable
and I'm like,
story,
no,
Dennis.
I was in the bank.
I like that
rough.
one. That was fucking awesome.
And they're like, no, fuck, where did you go to eat? You know.
Yeah,
Funny.
You told me that time. I would tell that story over and over and over again. That's one you tell at the turkey table.
Yeah, it was just an odd experience. You know.
Oh, wow. I got one. It might take too long.
Is that the one with the, where were you? Rhode Island?
Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Just jumped into a thicket and went to a green box. Inside the
it
box.
was a statue of like the devil or something.
Statue of the devil.
I remember
and
that.
I was the last one up.
I told my wife that.
Two guys hooked me up with my feet on their hands and hooked me up to the top of this 9-foot box. And I looked down into this box and saw the devil, and it fucking freaked me out. And we took off through the thicket. Now to get through this place, it was maybe 20 feet of thicket. Trees, it's 30-foot trees. And it took us 10 minutes. That's how thick it was. Up and over the branches, down and under the branches, and then we took off. Went back to where we had parked the car and stuff, got through that and got out of there. Went back the next night, there was no green box with that statue in it. We scoured the...
And you wonder what it could have been any kids just joking around.
Right, but we saw, we were in a woods that was fenced in with a 10-foot fence, Dennis. And it was probably thickets, which we had to crawl over and under to get through this area. Like I said, 20 feet took us 10 minutes to get through. It was maybe 100 feet by 50 foot thick. And we were right in the middle of it, and we saw this green box standing there. Oh, these guys knew about it, so because they brought me to it. This one guy knew about it and brought me to this green box. We're going to see what's inside. Yeah, that's how it happened. We took off like a fucking bolt, come back the next night. Can't find the fucking box. Scoured the whole 100-foot by 50-foot area. Nothing. Yeah, I wrote that one. I got that on paper. Yeah, it's sitting on my little file written in it. I need to embellish a little bit, nice. But isn't gossip the same thing? Embellishment?
Yeah, shit happened to me when I was